Hi everyone, and welcome to day 5 of the 30 Days to Spring Tidying Challenge, a little challenge that I created that is based off of Marie Kondo's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Today we're going to be tackling jewelry, watches, glasses, and sunglasses. Jewelry is one of those categories because it's so easy to store the items. Everything is pretty tiny that it was really easy to accumulate a lot of different pieces. This is another category that I've tucked away into multiple places in the condo, and I don't rotate my pieces very often because, again, I don't see them and they're just not top of mind. When I do discover some of the items though, like the necklace that I'm wearing today, I remember how much I love costume jewelry and just playing around with accessories. But on a day-to-day basis, perhaps out of laziness or forgetfulness, I don't tend to play with or rotate my jewelry and accessories all that much. I really should though, because my wardrobe has become very pared down over the years and I don't have a whole lot of color in my wardrobe, so it would be nice to dress up my very black and gray clothing pieces with some more color. For today's tidying, I'm going to try not to think about what I use on a day-to-day basis, but when I touch each item, again, I'm going to ask myself, does this spark joy? If I'm not sure if it sparks joy, I'm going to ask myself, do I want to take this item into the future with me? And if not, hopefully I will be ready and willing to say goodbye to the item. I don't need prescription glasses, but I have 2 pairs of clear glasses that I use more as fashion accessories than anything else. In terms of sunglasses, I do have a lot of pairs of sunglasses remaining in my collection. I have downsized these quite a bit over the years, and all of the sunglasses that I have left in my collection I do truly love. So I'm definitely hanging on to all of my sunglasses. I am a little bit light sensitive, so they come in very handy, especially in the summertime when we have so much daylight. Watches is another category where I've really pared down. I never had that many watches. Now I pretty much only use my Apple Watch. Before I got my Apple Watch, I had downsized my watch collection to 3 small watches that I wore from time to time. 2 of these have sentimental value for me, and one of them I am going to be letting go of. In terms of jewelry, I still have a lot left in my collection, and I definitely want to play around a little more with all of the jewelry items that continue to spark joy for me. I initially had a lot of trouble with the jewelry category. It was very difficult for me to let go of a lot of costume jewelry pieces because, again, they are so easy to store, and while they don't necessarily spark joy when I look at them, I feel like I may wear them down the road, so I want to hang on to them. I'm almost afraid of letting go or sad to let them go. I'm not sure what that exact emotion is, but there's something preventing me from letting go. What I found really helped in this category was I laid out all of my necklaces, which is a huge problem area for me, and I started picking out the ones I was sure I wanted to keep, the ones that truly spark joy. There are really only a handful of these necklaces. Once I picked out these necklaces, I looked at what remained, and it was a lot easier to let go from there. I don't think I was perfect at it, but I was a little bit more discerning, and I was able to let go of a lot of my costume jewelry in the end, which I am very, very happy about. I'm really trying to use this tidying challenge as a way to hone in on how I actually feel about things. I'm starting with all of the objects in my home, but I also want this to extend to other parts of my life. So how I feel about certain decisions, how I feel about potential opportunities. I think going through this process and really trying to figure it out and trying to hone in on how I feel will help me in all areas of my life. Jewelry can be a bit tricky because some pieces are sentimental. For sentimental pieces, I'm going to hang on to them for now if I can't let them go just yet, and then I'm going to reassess these items on day 30 when I do all sentimental items. By then, I should have worked this muscle a little more, and perhaps I will be more attuned to how I truly feel about something. And that goes for anything that I come across during the first 29 days. If I think the reason I'm hanging on to something is for sentimental reasons, I'm going to shelve that item, I'm going to put it aside for the time being, and I'm going to revisit it on day 30 when we tackle sentimental items. The reason we save sentimental items for the end is because it's very difficult to make a decision when there are those types of emotions involved. Nostalgia, love, any sort of sentimentality towards an item often raises a tremendous amount of guilt if you do want to let it go. So we're not quite attuned to that yet on day 5, so we're going to save all of those types of items for the end. And the reason I bring this up now is because I think the jewelry category contains at least a few items that fall into the sentimental bucket, where we feel some sort of feeling towards it that is preventing us from looking at the object more objectively as to whether or not the object itself truly sparks joy. We are all done with day 5 and essentially the rest of the clothing accessories category. Tomorrow on day 6, we're going to be going through shoes, boots, and slippers. I hope you'll tune in tomorrow for the next tidying episode, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below how you're doing with your tidying journey. I would love to hear how you're doing now that we've completed 5 days of tidying. I will see you very soon in tomorrow's video. Until then, please take care and bye for now.